Please now go within to the divinity of your heart flame. Breathe in and out deeply and rhythmically in preparation for our rhythmic breath and the final activity of our planetary reboot. And we begin. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. As one voice, one breath, one heartbeat, and one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love, I consciously breathe the light of God for Earth's completion of our planetary reboot from the very heart of our Father, Mother, God into the core of purity in every particle and wave of life on Earth. I begin by exhaling. I am in-breathing the light for Earth's planetary reboot. Hold. I am assimilating the light for Earth's planetary reboot. Exhale. I am expanding the light for Earth's planetary reboot. Hold. I am projecting the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am in-breathing the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am assimilating the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am expanding the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am projecting the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am in-breathing the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am assimilating the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am expanding the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am projecting the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am in-breathing the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am assimilating the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am expanding the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am projecting the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am in-breathing the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am assimilating the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am expanding the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am projecting the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am in-breathing the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am assimilating the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am expanding the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am projecting the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am in-breathing the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am assimilating the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am expanding the light for Earth's planetary reboot. I am projecting the light for Earth's planetary reboot. And I now breathe normally. I am my I am presence, and I am one with the I am presence of all humanity. Expanding now through our new higher levels of Christ consciousness. I am one breath, one voice, one heartbeat, and one energy, vibration, and consciousness of pure divine love and the divine momentum of light for our planetary reboot. And I proceed. As I invoke this activity of light for myself, I invoke it on behalf of every person on Earth, in perfect alignment with his or her divine plan and the highest good for all concerned. Now, as I lift up in consciousness, I ascend into the realms of illumined truth. I cross over the bridge to freedom, which is the planetary grid of transfiguring divine love that connects heaven and earth. I enter the pure land of boundless splendor and infinite light, which is the fifth dimensional crystalline frequencies of solar light associated with the new earth. I am one with God. I am that I am. The entire company of heaven is standing in readiness now, and I send forth a clarion call into the universe, invoking my illumined brothers and sisters to come and help me in this cosmic moment of transfiguration. The cosmic tone of my clarion call reverberates through all dimensions, and the response comes from every corner of the cosmos. I see the luminous presence of legions of divine beings descending into the atmosphere of Earth. They take their strategic positions above the planet, and as one unified consciousness of divine love, the beings of light begin breathing through their heart flames into every person's heart flame, the most intensified frequencies of our Father, Mother God's fifth dimensional crystalline solar flame of enlightenment that humanity has ever known. This is a new frequency of enlightenment, a higher concept of Christ consciousness that is pulsating with exquisite patterns and perfections, colors, fragrances, musical tones, and sacred knowledge, beyond anything the sons and daughters of God evolving on earth have ever known or even dreamed to be possible. This response is responding now, and this revelation is expanding through the conscious mind of every person. As this occurs through the new level of Christ consciousness, the I am presence of every person on earth volunteers to be the open door through which this unfathomable gift of the yellow gold flame of enlightenment and Christ consciousness will flow into the core of purity in every atomic and subatomic particle and wave of life on this precious planet. These new frequencies of Christ consciousness, the yellow gold flame of enlightenment, are now raising every person's spiritual brain center through our crown chakra and our pineal gland into levels of awareness that from this moment forth will easily sustain this new awakened state of Christ consciousness. Now, all is in readiness, and through the unified efforts of heaven and earth, we begin activating the matrix for the brand new template of humanity's new heart-based life path. This is the template of the new earth's infinite perfection that will begin tangibly manifesting in the outer world through this expanded and wondrous new decade. This template is pulsating with not only the patterns of perfection that we can imagine existing on our love-based new earth, but also with all of the exquisite patterns and frequencies of perfection beyond our imagination. As one unified frequency of Christ consciousness, we begin. I am the full expression of my I am presence, here and now. I remember who I am, and I love and respect myself as a beloved child of God. I know that I am eternally enveloped in the invincible protection of God's love and light as I sojourn through all of my earthly experiences. In deep humility and profound gratitude, I now consecrate every facet of my being to be the open door for the infinite light of my Father, Mother God. I am now the open door that no one can shut. I am the cup, the Holy Grail, through which the light of God will now flow through all life on earth, lifting each one into the blissful embrace of the new earth. Through the majestic power of my Mother God's love, all life is being lifted into the immaculate concept of the divine plan for the new earth. The infinite light of God is now flowing through my heart flame, and I am able to easily communicate with every person I come in contact with, openly and honestly. I am a compassionate and thoughtful listener. I am an exponent of divine family life, including my place in the family of humanity. In the heart-based space I now abide in, I am able to easily reach my divine potential in all of my relationships, as a son or daughter, a woman or man, a wife or husband, a mother or father, a grandmother or grandfather, as a relative, a friend, a coworker, a teacher, a wayshower, a steward of the earth, a light worker, and a co-creator of heaven on earth. Through my thoughts, feelings, words, actions, memories, and beliefs, I am a living example of oneness, divine truth, integrity, honesty, tolerance, acceptance, and reverence for all life. I continually ask for guidance from my I am presence, and through my awakened Christ consciousness, I intuitively receive information and heart-based viable solutions to all of the various situations that are surfacing in my life. I am also receiving guidance that will assist me to easily fulfill my divine plan, my purpose, and reason for being. I now realize, through all levels of consciousness, that I am a powerful instrument of God during this auspicious time on earth. With this knowing, I consecrate my life force to loving all life eternally free. To assist in this holy endeavor, I invoke the fifth dimensional crystalline solar violet flame of God's infinite perfection to instantly transmute into light the residue from every thought, feeling, word, action, memory, or belief I have ever expressed in any time frame or dimension, both known and unknown, that would in any way prevent the patterns for the template of this new life path from tangibly manifesting in the world of form. I realize that I am a multidimensional being of light, and that I abide simultaneously in both the pure land of boundless splendor and infinite light in the heavenly realms, as well as within the crystalline frequencies of the new earth. Now, with this concept of infinite physical perfection pulsating in every heart flame, every person remembers that we are beloved sons and daughters of God, and that all our Father, Mother, God have is our divine potential. A renewed sense of oneness and reverence for all life is now stirring in every heart flame. And through the awakened consciousness of the Christ, the love nature of our Father, Mother, God begins to flood the earth through every person's heart chakra in new and profound ways. As the love of God flows through each person's heart, every particle and wave of life on earth is lifted up and transfigured into its highest divine potential in the fifth dimensional frequencies of the new earth. From this new level of consciousness, humanity is able to tangibly receive and comprehend the patterns of perfection for the new earth. These patterns include the viable heart-based solutions for all of the residue and the etheric records and memories of the miscreations from the past that are surfacing to be transmuted into light and loved free. Light workers everywhere are now joining forces with awakening humanity and the company of heaven to magnetize the patterns of perfection for the new earth on the holy breath tangibly into the physical plane, moment by moment and day by day, through our thoughts, words, actions, and feelings, with every breath we take. All traces of pain and suffering are now being transmuted into light. Every concept of lack and limitation ceases to exist. The abundance of God is flooding the earth and becoming a tangible reality for every person. People everywhere begin to perceive and acknowledge the divinity blazing in every heart flame. Humanity now knows and accepts that all life is divine. Every human being, every elemental being, and every angelic presence is part of the all-encompassing creation of our Father, Mother God. This realization inspires every person to feel and express love and mutual respect for every particle and wave of life. As the collective thoughts and feelings of humanity continually empower through Christ consciousness the perfection of the new earth, the physical plane of this sweet star of freedom is being transformed and transfigured. The body of Mother Earth is being restored to a verdant paradise of splendor and divine light. The life of every living being is filled with enlightenment, eternal peace, harmony, balance, abundance, spiritual wisdom, and every other divine quality of our Father, Mother God. These heart-based patterns are the natural order of being for this new day on planet Earth. At long last, beloved Mother Earth now dons her seamless garment of light and ascends up the spiral of evolution into the full expression of her new fifth dimensional crystalline solar reality. And the heavens rejoice. And our Father, Mother God respond. Welcome home, beloved sons and daughters. Well done. And so it is. I am that I am. Victory is ours. Victory is ours. Victory is ours.